Hello and welcome back to On The Rocks, and welcome back to what is the biggest episode of the series yet, in my opinion, because this, in my opinion, is the best chance we've ever had of getting into the Champions League semi-final. Today, we have two legs coming up against Borussia Dortmund, and, well, we beat them in the group stage. So, can we do it again? If you think we can, make sure you do drop a like on today's video for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and leave a comment down below for the YouTube algorithm. And also, today, this isn't actually the only bit of Champions League stuff going on. In real life, it's the first qualifying round, second leg, and you can keep up to date with all of the scores from that on the One Football app, which is the best football app out there to keep up to date with all of the latest scores from all competitions from around the world. But more than that, they even have TV rights for some of the games, so you can go onto the app, click on the little watch section, and you can see what games are available to watch, including some from this Champions League round. And very soon, the Belgian Premier League, or whatever it's called, I can't remember the actual sponsorship name of it, but the top division in Belgium, that starts up pretty soon, and they have the license for every single game. So if you want to watch Belgian football, download the One Football app and you can watch literally every single game. It is free from the top line of the description and massively helps me and the channel out. So since you were last here for the wins against Slavia Prague and that 2-0 win against Rangers, which confirmed our place winning the league title and confirmed that I cannot do maths at all because I don't know what went wrong, basically. My brain wasn't working. Since then, though, we have played two games and kept clean sheets in both of them. A 3-0 win against Hibs and a 2-0 win against Kilmarnock, which means we are still absolutely unbeaten this season in the Scottish. In fact, not all competitions, Tom. Stop lying to yourself. We were defeated in the Betfred Cup, but on penalty. So technically, it was a draw. So technically, we are undefeated. Technically. But as you can see in the Scottish Premiership, a big 0 in the lost column for us, which is absolutely superb. 101 goals scored, 10 goals against, and all we've got are 5 more games in the league to see if we can go a whole season unbeaten. Also, lovely to see how many goals Jan Cavalcanti has scored. 28 for the season in the league so far. Shaban with 9 assists, but Tam Lumper leads the way with 13. Annoyingly though, neither of them are apparently the best average rated player in the league. Ryan Christie's on 7.5 across the season, which is rather annoying. But speaking of Jan Cavalcanti, I am delighted to announce to you that here he is, signing a new contract with the club. It is a big one, £55,000 a week, but crucially, it gets rid of that 43 or 45 million pound release fee clause in his contract. That's gone. He's got some big bonuses, but it was worth it to get rid of that release fee clause. Obviously, he now wants to commit his future to us, which is very good. And fingers crossed, this is a statement of intent. Fingers crossed, we can get the plaudits from the press for keeping Cavalcanti, who's won European Golden Boy, didn't he? And hopefully that means more players will want to join us to play alongside him. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Whether it actually happens or not, I don't know. It all depends how far we go in the Champions League and how much money we get to spend next summer. Because at the moment, the bank balance isn't looking amazing. I think we've got maybe, I want to say 15 million in the 8 million. Where's it all going? We've lost 48 million this season. What's it all gone on? If I just get rid of my face quickly, because you can't see it otherwise, if I just click this, but there we go, I'm gone. You can see this season we've spent 86 million on transfers, although we did recoup quite a lot of that. Ground maintenance is 70 million. Of course, that was about 60 million or so for the new stadium, which the board have done without my consent. And then, of course, that 10 million for the new facilities. Player wages, as you can see, is already up 5 million from last season. But that's to be expected, given that we have improved the squad and paying more out in wages. Tax is annoying as well. But everything else is pretty much in line with what it was previously. So I guess the big one, really, the money's all gone on his ground maintenance. That's where all the money has gone. But the board thought we needed a new stadium, even though we've just moved into the one we're in right now. I would have agreed with them if it was named after me, but of course, it isn't named after me. This is the Champions League quarter-final. Us against Borussia Dortmund, Bayern versus Real Madrid, Juventus versus Milan. If we beat Borussia Dortmund, we play one of these two teams, and then PSG versus United. Hopefully, United knock France, or PSG I should say, out of the Champions League, so the French coefficient points don't grow, or whatever you want to call it. So this is the lineup for today's game. We are going to move back to a slightly more defensive formation. I just think we need to against Dortmund. We don't want to be too attacking or complacent, so a little more defensive security should be okay. I mean, when we drew with Dortmund, we played this formation, and when we beat Dortmund, we play this formation. You can see the 4-4-1-1. It works, so I do feel confident. Fulham Talbot in goal with a backline of Passos, Admilson, Riebel and Rodriguez. La Cruz, Ferguson, Tamatlumpa and Alien through the middle. Sissoko as the playmaker and Shaban leading the line. Cavalcanti just coming back from a light injury. He's got 36 goals to his name this season. He should be starting, but I don't want to risk him too... I say don't want to risk him too much. He looks fine. I'm going to risk it. We're going to put Cavalcanti on up front because I'm risking Passos, so maybe I'm doing it. Cavalcanti, get out there, score some goals. But as kickoff is upon us, I am maybe now starting to regret that. Yes, Cavalcanti is a better player overall than Shaban, but Shaban is a better... You say this because he's got 36 goals to Shaban's 20. Shaban is a more natural finisher. But obviously, the actual stats this season probably don't really matter, do they? Because you've seen how many goals that Jan Cavalcanti scored. He's got 36. And maybe his finishing attributes, which is a lot lower than Shaban's, is maybe not as important as I'm trying to make it out as in my head, basically. I don't know. It's such a tough one. I don't know what to do. In the meantime, Moukoko can't score an early goal there for Dortmund. Keeping him quiet today is going to be so important. Early goal, though, for Juventus. That's big implications for us. Of course, if Juventus beat Milan, we play Juventus if we beat Borussia Dortmund. So eyes on that fixture should be fairly interesting. 25 minutes into this game, it's pretty even so far. Maybe Dortmund just having the edge of things. And they did have the edge in the group stage. They were better than us in both games in the group stage, massively dominating on the shots. But of course, we came out with a draw and a win. So we got very lucky. Hopefully, we can do the same today. If we can go into half-time 0-0, that would be a pretty decent position for us. We just don't want to concede, or at home I should say, for the away goals. That's all we don't. We can just, if we can keep it to 0-0 for the entire game, I would be really happy with that result. But in the meantime, Nuri coming forward for Borussia Dortmund. Looks to put the ball into the middle, and it's... just put over the bar. A decent first half, though. We'll take it for now. We'll take it for now. We won't make too many changes just yet, but I am seeing, you know, Felipe Passos 6.4. I'm seeing La Cruz 6.3. Cavalcanti 6.5. Maybe we did make the wrong choice. He's not really got a whole lot of pace either, so that also could be an issue as... Oh, I thought we were going to score from that corner. Riebel's header not quite meeting the back of the net. Keeper collects it instead, but La Cruz is through now. La Cruz shoots, and again it's saved by the keeper. A really good start to us at the start of this second half. Let's keep this level of intensity up as PSG are losing. Good for us. Juventus now 2-0 up, and Real Madrid also winning their game. Another corner, this time Ferguson, Lewis Ferguson, you love to see it. Comes from absolutely nowhere to turn the header into the back of the net. And we go 1-0 up in this Champions League quarter. He came from absolutely nowhere, Lewis Ferguson. What an absolutely fantastic header. Lewis Ferguson, my hero. I think what we're going to do, though, with 30 minutes to go is take Cavalcanti off for Shaban. Sissoko not playing brilliantly. I might swap him and Ferguson over and then bring Campbell on in the centre of midfield. And then La Cruz does not play brilliantly. Finley can kind of... Let's do that. Let's do that. All three changes at the same time. Slightly nervy as that corner apparently not going to any sort of highlight. In the meantime, Milan have pulled a goal back against Juventus. That's an important away goal for them. 15 minutes to go. Come on, boys. Let's just hold on to this one goal lead. And of course, we have to go to their place and make sure we at least draw or win, something like that. One goal is not a big advantage to take into the next game, but we've got the advantage at the halfway stage of the tie. Aberdeen 1, Dortmund 0. We're so close. So close to that Champions League semi-final. I can't believe it. In the meantime, I'm going to go and play this Dunfermline game off camera, Scottish Cup semi-final. It's not really that important. We should win it comfortably. The important thing today is the Champions League. And as you can see, we're going to face Celtic again in the Scottish Cup final after that 2-0 win over Dunfermline. Very, very nice to see that one. And we've been given some money as well for reaching the final. You'll love to see it. Not enough money though. Not enough money. We're back to 10 million now, but I mean, we've been given a transfer budget of 13 million right now. That's not going to sign as many wonder kids. Projection also not looking great either. How much money do we get from the Champions League? So participation money for the quarterfinals is, if we can see it on here. Here you go. £10 million, call it. £10 million. Semi-final participation money is £11 million. So, we're not going to get tons and tons of money if we get to this. I wanted like 50 million, please. Because I'm scouting all of these wonder kids, as you can see. And we haven't got 45 to 78 million pounds to spend right now. And apparently now we have won 30 games in a row with that cup win. Which is, we are just on a record-breaking season. It's absolutely mental. Oh, but the game has now been made a lot harder. Passos injured for 9 to 11 days. He's going to miss this Borussia Dortmund game. That is really annoying. Because, well, he's a lot better than Pavlik. I'm not sure how well we'll cope with Pavlik playing there as opposed to Passos, but we've got to do it. We've got to do it. We've got no choice in the matter right now as we head into this game. Okay. The thing is, though, Pavlik is just coming back from an injury as well. So he's not very match sharp. So what I've decided to do is play Admilson at left back, move Alexandro into the middle alongside Rebull, and then the rest of the team is the exact same as it was for the first leg. Not quite sure why, but I do feel that maybe Admilson is the... I tell you what I might do as well. I'm going to swap Sissoko and Ferguson over. And I'm going to put Cavalcanti as the attacking playmaker, but make him a shadow striker. I'm going to try that instead. We've already got a deep line playmaker. We don't need two playmakers, I don't think. Maybe that's the way to do it. I've made some big changes there. Hopefully they pay off because we are, well, less than 90 minutes away now from a Champions League semi-final. And if we can get a nice early goal and an away goal, crucially, it gives us a huge advantage. But in the meantime, it's Dortmund coming forward very early on in this game. And Moukoko hits the post, the closest we've seen Dortmund come to scoring in either of the legs. But they did start the game off very well in the first leg. And then we sort of grew into the game nicely. So hopefully it all works out for us in the end as PSG are now 2-0 up against United. I think they've turned that game around, as have AC Milan. They're now 3-2 up on aggregate. I think so are PSG as well. It's annoying it doesn't tell you the aggregate score. I wish I knew the aggregate score, but I couldn't possibly tell you because I don't know it, unfortunately. As Jan Cavalcanti gives us an away goal. Oh, Shabans gets the away goal. What? Oh, it's offside. Oh, I think Shabans got in the way of Jan Cavalcanti's shot here. What's happened on the replay? I want to see this. So Jan Cavalcanti gets the ball. He shoots. And Shaban is in an offside position. Oh, it's annoying. I'm not quite sure why it's gone down as Shaban. I guess she just gets in the way, right? It does hit him. So, frustrating. Thing is, though, we've done it once. We can do it again, surely, as the first half comes to its conclusion. Plenty of goals in the other games. I'm just 45 minutes to hold on now. And it's so annoying because it's so tight. So tight. And look, they've got Moukoko, who's one of the best players in the game. Like, how is he not scoring past us? Obviously, our defence is doing superbly well as Jan Cavalcanti comes forward. Come on, Jan. Come on, Jan. Shoots and puts it well wide. Doesn't matter too much. They've also got Ait Nuri playing for them. We mentioned him in the first leg, and he's obviously a wonder kid as well. I think everyone else could be... Oh, they've got Kanate as well, I think plays for... It's one of the Leipzig teams. Is it Leipzig or Salzburg? It's one of the two. I think it's Leipzig he plays for. Either way, they've got a team full of grown-up wonder kids. who should be at the top of their game, and yet we are absolutely nearly doing it. I don't know what to say. Please don't concede now as Alien comes forward. Can he get into... It's a good shot, good save. I should have maybe squared it. Corner for us. Jan Cavalcanti puts it in the middle. Cleared. Only as far as Sissoko. Back to Admilson. Admilson tackled. Alexandro back to Admilson. Okay, we hold on to possession. Sandro. Admilson. Into La Cruz. La Cruz back to Tam Lumper. Back to Sandro, who hoofs it forward to Admilson. Nice ball. Across to... Collect it, keeper. Fuentalba gets there. Don't lose it. He hasn't. He has lost it. Oh, no. The goal's coming, isn't it? The goal's coming. Morrow shoots well wide. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, it's okay. 10 minutes to hold. And I've not made any changes, I've realised. But if I make changes, I feel like it might all start to go wrong. And I don't want it to go wrong. I just want us to get over the line. Oh, we're in a Champions League semi-final. We are. We're in a Champions League semi-final. I'm so happy with how this tie went, boys. And I think we're playing AC Milan. They've won 4-3 in aggregate. You can see there, we play AC Milan. Annoyingly, PSG knock out Man United. Madrid go through as well. But it's Madrid versus PSG in one semi-final. Us versus Milan. And you know what the really scary thing about this is, as I said, is twice there. I shouldn't have said is twice there. If we look at past meetings with AC Milan, we've won one, lost one. But if these group stage games were the... Oh no, actually that's a lie, I'm lying to you. We would have lost an aggregate 4-3. Okay. We're not building up too much an expectation. You know, on paper, based on previous results, we would have lost. So let's not get too excited or ahead of ourselves. Milan are better. Let's remember that before we get too upset when we end up losing and miss out on a final. But this is the best chance we've got of getting a final. I actually can't believe it. So that is going to come up very soon. Obviously, next episode that will come up. We'll skip the Rangers game in the middle as well because, I mean, quite frankly, there's no point doing Scottish Premiership stuff when we are already champions of the league. So we'll just focus on the Champions League stuff next episode. I don't know if I'm excited or nervous. What I'm more of. I'm excited and I'm nervous. I don't know what I'm more of. I think I'm more nervous. Oh, we're so close. But it's only 2028. 8 years we've been doing. Like, I can't. Oh, we'll find out what happens next episode. So thank you very much for watching today. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And of course, if you have done, make sure you do drop a like on today's video for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And I will see you next time. Have a good one. Goodbye.